Hey guys, this is Rubik's Scooter 5012, and I am going to be doing some 2x2 first layer example solves, or first layer examples rather. I have 10 scrambles here, and they'll be in the description down below, and so here we go. So, on this, I see... Okay, so basically what I start out by looking for is, just any blocks on the cube, and obviously here there aren't any, and I don't see any colors that are like lined up and opposite to each other like this, and so at this point I'd probably go into panic mode and just do the first thing I saw, and oh, here. I see this red, black, green, and this red, black, blue. And one move they'll become a block, and actually that's not very good. Yeah, this is a bad inspection. Okay, so I'm gonna do the black face. Like I said before, these two, I'm going to match these up, do a U, and then I know that if I do an R or an L2, that this one will end up in the correct spot here, but this one, I need to move it out of the way first so that when I bring this down, I can just insert this, and then CLL, terrible case. Next scramble. Okay, this is decent. Yeah, I'm trying to do something with this either the black or the orange face, but both of them are pretty bad actually. Okay, I'm gonna go for black again. So I see here that if I swing this around to the front and do an L2, it'll put it in the right place back here. But again, this one's in the way, so basically I do an U2, L, U prime, L, U, and then insert, and then easy case. Okay. Now this is really easy. I can actually probably predict the CLL. It's going to be... yeah, it's going to obviously be a soon. I'm just not going to bother to figure out which one since I'm not speed solving. Anyhow, all I do is, you can see here, block, this one goes here, and then I can just do an R prime, U prime, RU, R prime. Oh, I was wrong about the soon thing. And, oh. Cool, next one. Okay. Going to go. Okay, this is interesting. I'd probably go for blue, even though it doesn't really look that great. See the bar here. Then what I can do with this is I can swing this over, do an R2 to basically, if I do an R prime, this puts this in the right spot. But I want to get this one back here with minimal moves, so I do an R2, U2, R, and that puts it in the right spot. So again, all I'm doing is just moving this one to the back, swinging this one around so that I match these two up, and then putting it in, and then CLL. Okay, this is an interesting case. I see this red block and then these two. What I can do is pair them up and then just basically put them into place. So I'm going to move this one to the back, the red piece, hide it, bring this one back, and then pair it up, and then just do a U and an R2. And then, oops, wrong CLL. This is bad. I do not like this at all. Yeah, I'm actually currently trying to learn EG1 so that I can avoid stupid cases like this. Since I don't really see anything very good here, what I'd probably do is just go into panic mode and do this really ridiculous yellow layer. So, I see that if I move these two together, they make opposites. Then I can bring this one down, and then put this one in the back, and it makes an opposite. It makes the diagonal swap, which you can flip with F2, R2, B2, or any variation of that. But, here, let me solve it really quick. what I was going to do... let's see, what I was going to do was just cancel a couple of moves by inserting this and then just going straight into the F2, R2, B2. It makes it a little bit more finger tricky. So, yeah. Okay, this is a pretty easy red side, so the bar here, then I'm going to do a U2, R prime, U prime, R prime, and that should solve it. So, bring this one over here, an R prime 2 or R2, whatever would put it in the right spot, and then I can just put the yellow in there. Okay, so a lot going on here. Wow, this is annoying. Okay, what I would do is probably the black side, since this is on the top and I can just match this one up as the opposite and then flip it over. So basically, if you didn't catch that, I'm going to... these two are adjacent, these two are opposite, and I can make these two adjacent right here. So I'm going to do a U, bring this one up, and then these two are now opposites, and so are these. So if I do an F2, that makes them both pairs, and I can just solve this side, and then... Oops. Okay, for this I'm going to do black again. I'm going to do a U, R prime, U2, and then I'm going to flip them. Basically, I'm doing the same thing where I get the diagonal swap, and then I just flip them over. So, U, R prime, U2, and then these two are diagonal, and these two are diagonal, so I can just go R, B2, R2, and then last one. Okay, so I'm going to do orange. I see that there's one back here, this one, and then these two opposite, and so I know if I do a U2, these two will be opposite, so U2, R prime, F2, R2, and CLL. Oops, no, I'm looking through the camera lens, can't recognize CLL. Okay, so that was all 10. Yeah, this is one of my first sort of like tutorial type things, but yeah. Tell me what you guys think in the comments section, and I will be happy to make more of these if you want. And yeah, coolio. Lots of 3x3s.